try and get that magic. You know, it's like Terry Gilliam and some of the more beautiful filmmakers. I mean, they become eccentric and completely unreliable because they are searching to film the magic, right? And they'll spend, everyone else's money to do that, and that's just to be able to show the beauty, to try to get that, that's just that perfect magic, and it's like, and it's brilliant too. It's a brilliant energy. But filmmaking is also sophistication. It's a beautiful sophistication of arts because you have the visuals, which is incredibly important. That's the first thing. Then you have the sound, which is equally, just equal with the visuals, but to be balanced. And then you have the thoughts and the ideas that are being shown as well, and you have the beauty of people's either real or their metamorphosis or their chameleons or it's a real eccentric and it's a real study of combination. It's really lovely, and sometimes it can be some of the most profound and engaging parts of imagination. And when you watch movies, what I enjoy now about cinema is not a projection necessarily, which at first when you watch a movie, when you're younger, you just like to be entertained and projected upon. Like you just see this projection and it's like this wild strobe show of experience. And it's exciting and beautiful to like I remember really being enthralled by imagination on cinema and whatever that would be. And even if it was Ninja Turtles to cartoons, just anything that was sort of visually beautiful that you could really kind of like that wasn't in front of you, that you could look at and be like, wow, an encapsulated imagination. That's a very beautiful thing. And then now it's like come to a point where I appreciate cinema for, this is just my own perception, of course, but I appreciate cinema for its exquisite, its encapsulation of an engagement between my imagination and my reality with what's being shown to me. And if the ideas are left with a beautiful openness, you're allowed to reciprocate it within yourself as you watch something, and it's an idea and a potency, almost like reading a novel, where it allows all these ideas and visions of your own to come into play while you're watching it. And you get an interplay of creativity. So you walk away from the piece with something grand within yourself. That's exciting part of cinema, is when you walk out and you've got an idea for yourself and how to apply it to your existence. It's beautiful, and everyone can have that in a really good film. And I've experienced that in a lot of different filmmakers, especially David Lynch or Matthew Barney. Just different angles. It's exciting, and everyone's got their own angle to show, and then it's becoming a big part of our media, and it's neat. It's a neat thing. Yeah, it's nice to be a little bit of a part of it. Oh. Although you could use a tripod.
I will never use a tripod. This is a moving camera. This is mobile.
Okay.
Well, maybe. As soon as you put on the tripod, things stop, and now you're just capturing everything like this. When
it's okay.
There's something about
you don't want to have you don't want to have a. Although you can get a harness that can allow you to hold it steady somewhat, so you can move it, but you doesn't have to be like sitting on like a. It's like it's difficult to watch that actually.
It is.
It's like
It feels good in the moment because you think you're being creative, and when you watch it, it just sucks.
Yeah.
And every time, it's like
just sucks.
Yeah.
No, it's not good at all. Some people do it well, but they use it's a technique now a little bit. The
Blair Witch Project.
No, better than that. Traffic. This film, they use Steadicam, so it's like everything is moving, but it's moving intentionally. It's not just moving because you've had too much coffee and you're too overexcited. It's like you have to kind of articulate it a bit better, so it's not like everything is still on the frame, is still working with it, but you're moving and you're giving it a sense of movement, but you're not taking away from the visual experience as well. So it takes a little bit of time. And then you'll get it. You'll get it. As a filmmaker, if you're gonna make films, is it just? Yeah, it's
gonna be.
It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, to see. I mean, this. I think what this is going to be is the first show. I've got 18 hours, but I think because of our connection and just looking at, I think this is the first show or first 1 hour. What this is the first 1 hour, no editing, just go out there, see what happens, create a show, and then the idea came to make a festival of that, where you have, they have their camera, they have a 1 hour tape, but that's what's just going to be shown. So your editing is going to be start, stop on the button, and either you create your intention, but what happens, more of a flow of a movie rather than a very structured movie. So this, in a sense, is just a show, right? I mean, for an hour, what happens is if you can take a camera, go out there for an hour, and create a really high content value show, put it on a CD or DVD, you're in a sense, you're competing against the production costs of the big stuff, and you're wiping them out. Because if more people want to watch this than what they're producing, they'll go out of business. If I can go out almost for nothing and create a 1 hour show that is really good, how can they compete if it takes them $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 to make that?
I wouldn't even consider it. I mean, I don't know why you always have to contend with things. Like why is it always a battle with somebody? Like why not just allow? I mean, they're gonna keep making Hollywood and it's Hollywood in India and like everyone is gonna keep making their stuff, and whether they do it with $1 million or they do it with $2,000 or with $5 in your case.